is up, y'all? It's Danny Madnotes here. Welcome to my playthrough of Batman Arkham Knight, which is the third game in the Arkham series. So before I get started, I just wanted to talk about my history with the series. I remember seeing like the first images of Arkham Asylum, just how like creepy Joker looked, and just like the dark, kind of twisted setting of the game and how it took place all in the asylum, like over the period of a night. I really love Arkham Asylum. I think it's a great game. To me, that game feels like going on a ride, and like there's all these moments you remember, and certain things that like cutscenes and stuff that happens, or just certain moments in the game that are really iconic for the series, and just makes me very fond of that game. I could play that any day of the week. It's definitely one of my top games of all time. Then they had the sequel, Arkham City, which was pretty awesome in the sense that it was it was more of an open world, which was cool, but like you're still kind of like sectioned off from the rest of Gotham City, storyline wise. But it had a lot of great characters. It got to show off a lot more of the villains. I really enjoyed I really like Catwoman in that game. You get to play as her at a certain point. There's like DLC for the game that you get to play as her. And also I like the whole storyline with Talia, and how she wants you to like, pretty much how she's always written, how she wants Bruce to take over for Ra's al Ghul. And he's always like, he just goes through this cool journey of like having to prove himself to Ra's and all that. And spoilers, the game sort of ends with Joker shooting her, and that's sort of what forces Batman to, I believe that's what forces him to finally like kill Joker. And but as like the underground of the Wonder Tower, or wherever Lazarus Pit is in that game, at the end of the game he chooses to take Joker's body and rescue it, rather than save Talia and maybe revive her later in the Lazarus Pits. So that's like an interesting aspect, because there's a moment in this game where he's sort of grieving over Talia, which is really cool. And I was hoping that this game would sort of continue from that storyline in a cool way, but it didn't. It chose this stupid route, which I'll get into later or in a little bit. But so yeah, Arkham City was a lot of fun. I liked it. Didn't like it as much as Arkham Asylum, but I thought it was a really good game. And after that before this game came Arkham Origins, which was done by not by Rocksteady, the developers of this game, but I forget, it was like Warner Brothers Montreal or something like that. But anyway, it was a prequel to the Arkham games, and a lot of people shit on it, but I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was really well done. I thought the story in it was really good, a lot better than the story in this game, frankly. And Joker has a lot of interesting backstory stuff in that game. Mark Hamill, who's normally the voice of Joker, he's the voice of Joker in the first two games, and obviously the animated series and a bunch of other things he's done as Joker, but he said he was done with Joker after Arkham City. He wasn't going to do the voice anymore. And so Troy Baker, who voiced Joker in Arkham Origins, which is weird because Arkham Origins is the game that has a lot of great Joker stuff. You would think Mark Hamill would want to do that. But spoilers, he comes back in this game. Yes, Mark Hamill, Joker, comes back in this game even though he's dead. He comes back in a kind of a lame way, I think. He's funny. He is funny sometimes in the game, but I think he gets really annoying to me. And I just wish he wasn't in this game. I don't think Joker needed to be in this game. There's only really one cool part with the Joker towards the very end of the game that I actually enjoyed. But as far as the way he pops up and stuff throughout the game, I didn't really enjoy that aspect of it. Um, and as far as this game goes, the story, the thing I really did not like about the story, and the thing that kind of soured me on the whole thing, was the main spoiler of the game is, well, the main question is, who is the Arkham Knight, this character that is like Batman in a lot of ways and seems to know him on a personal level. So eventually, spoilers, it turns out to be Jason Todd, and you get these little flashbacks showing how Batman failed Jason Todd in a way, and how the Joker kills him, supposedly, or he was supposed to have killed him. But rather than have Jason Todd come back as Red Hood like he does in the comics, he comes back in this game as the Arkham Knight, and he's pissed at Batman for not like coming after him after he was captured and all that shit. Even though he thought he was dead, he really thought he was dead. So I guess I don't know if they explained it. The Joker had him like hidden somewhere after Batman thought he died. Maybe that's what they're showing in the flashbacks. Or maybe he was just going crazy this whole time. I don't remember. I'm sure it'll say it here in the game. But what I was hoping the Arkham Knight was going to be was Damian Wayne, which is the son of Bruce and Talia. And to me, it would have made a lot more sense to have it be Damian Wayne, just because he could have a grudge for Batman not saving Talia in the last game, which is an organic way to continue the story, and also the fact that he would know things because Talia knows a lot about Batman. They've been very intimate, so to speak, in the past, so she would know things that she would tell Damian, or that he could find out, ways to get under Batman's skin, or how he thinks, or whatever. Which is what the Arkham Knight does in this game. He's sort of like always trying to one up Batman and stuff. He's got one really great moment at the end where he tops Batman's ride in this game, which is a really cool moment in the game. It's also towards the end. But yeah, I really like that moment. As far as the gameplay goes, a lot of the criticism on this game is about how the Batmobile is incorporated. The Batmobile is in this game finally. You get like a bigger Gotham area to explore. And personally, I like the Batmobile. I choose not to fly in the air all the time. I used to go from point A to point B in the Batmobile because it's cool. I get how people can get tired of how the Batmobile fights. It turns into a tank. You're supposed to fight these other mechanized vehicles, weaponized vehicles that have guns on them too. And it does happen a lot during the game, but a lot of that stuff you can skip too if you want to. There's a lot of side stories in this one. But the thing about this game and Arkham City with the side missions is I felt they were paid off much better in Arkham City. They had better like cutscenes to end it with, and it was more mysterious. Who you're chasing or whatever. It was just more fun. In this game, I feel like even though there's a lot of them aren't as interesting, and a lot of the enemies aren't as interesting. Like there's a side quest where you have to catch Penguin, and it's like, well, we've seen Penguin plenty. We don't need to see more Penguin. And Two-Face gets relegated to a side story in this game also, which he was also kind of relegated to the side. He was hardly in Arkham City, so that kind of sucks because I like Two-Face a lot. And Riddler comes back. He doesn't look as cool as he did in Arkham City. He looks a lot weirder in this game. He's like a nerdy or whatever. I thought he had like blonde hair in Arkham City, and in this game he has darker hair. I thought he looked like Michael Bay in Arkham City, like a cool version. I don't know. But in this game, he makes you race and shit, and you also have to which I haven't decided how I'm gonna do this playthrough. If I'm gonna go for 100%, or when I'm gonna do the side missions. I might just do it as it comes naturally. But yeah, final verdict on Arkham Knight. Um, this was the game I went new next generation for. I wanted this game, and also Evolve, but mostly this game. And I don't know, it feels like this game could have been done last gen, but it is a very good looking game. It looks awesome, and it's fun as a Batman fan. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I'm sure not a lot of people probably didn't like it. But anyways, so what I was gonna say earlier was the reason I'm doing my playthrough now is not because a lot of other people were streaming it right when it came out. Like, I'm not necessarily doing this for people to watch it. I'm mostly here's the reason why I'm doing it right now. We're about to check this out. Oh wait, I'm gonna go back. So in this game, you can change the look of the Batmobile and your costume at certain times. This is the Batman '89 DLC that came out a couple weeks ago. Look at that shit. That is so awesome. So sexy. That's one of my. This is my favorite Batmobile. I love this Batmobile. And the DLC comes with racetracks, which I'm probably gonna do real quick before I get started on the playthrough. And they're fun. They have elements of Batman '89 and Batman Returns, which is really cool. And you can get a better look at them over here. Here's what I'm going to be playing the game as. Dude, Batman '89, Michael Keaton style. That looks so sick. This is the Batman I grew up with. The Batman that made me fall in love with Batman. And he looks really awesome in this game. So yeah, I'm going to be... I wanted to do the playthrough with this Batman. Seeing this made me want to do a playthrough of this game now. It's like, yeah, it feels good. It feels like it's time. And let's see. Let's go ahead and check out the racetracks real fast. Alright, let's do Cobblepot's Causeway. Look at that, it looks so cool. They got like the Tim Burton twisted trees in the back. Wayne Manor. That's awesome. That looks really cool.
Simulation activated.
Alright, so I tried these out the other day. I'm not so great at this. Crash a lot. Score from the movie, '89 movie in the background. Sounds awesome. It's called the March of the Battle. Shit. I saw that coming. I don't know why I boosted right there.